Imagine dropping like nearly $2,000 on a brand new 10-inch touchscreen tablet, only to find out you can't even use it to watch Netflix.
Yeah, that would be pretty frustrating.
Right. Well, welcome to the deep dive. Today, our mission is to figure out exactly why the Kramer KT-2010-Gen2 touch panel commands a current price tag of $1,908.
Because on the surface, you're looking at something that perfectly mimics the consumer tablet sitting on your coffee table right now. I mean, it's got a highly responsive 10.1-inch IPS screen, pushing a really crisp 1920 by 1200 resolution.
Okay, let's unpack this because my immediate reaction is honestly just sticker shock. Now, an IPS screen is great for a room controller, obviously.
Absolutely.
It means the display won't wash out, so you can read the screen clearly from extreme angles, whether you're standing right over it or sitting across a massive conference room. But I still don't fully grasp the price point for just a remote control.
Well, what's fascinating here is what happens when everyone leaves that conference room. I mean, your personal tablet eventually goes to sleep, right? It drains its battery.
Yeah, and eventually needs a reboot.
Exactly. But the Kramer panel is engineered specifically for continuous 24/7 commercial operation. It runs on this highly stable, locked-down version of the Android 13 operating system. It is fundamentally built to never turn off and, honestly, never fail.
Which I guess explains the massive overkill on the internal hardware. It's packing a Genio 510 hexa-core processor and 32 gigabytes of flash memory.
Yeah, it's a beast.
But honestly, why does a wall-mounted room controller need 6 processing cores? It's mostly just turning on lights and swapping video feeds, right?
You'd think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But in a large-scale corporate deployment, it's constantly running these really heavy, highly secure applications in the background.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's maintaining encrypted network protocols, managing complex AV routing for multiple displays, and actively polling room statuses. A sluggish touchscreen in a high-stakes boardroom is just a total disaster.
Nobody wants to stand there tapping a screen that won't respond.
Right. So that hexa-core processor ensures absolute zero latency when you tap a button.
That makes a lot of sense. But for me, the most fascinating piece of engineering is how it gets its power. It's like having a high-end sports car that runs off a single magical fuel line.
That is a great way to put it, yeah.
It uses PoE, or power over Ethernet. Think of it like your house's plumbing and electrical wiring safely sharing the exact same pipe. A single standard RJ45 Ethernet cable delivers both the high-speed data to tell the screen what to do and the physical electricity to keep the display turned on.
Which is a massive deal for whoever is outfitting a brand new corporate building or, a sprawling sports bar.
Because of the wiring costs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because of PoE, you don't need to hire electricians to run dedicated power outlets to every single spot on the drywall where you want a control panel. You just snake one Ethernet cable through the wall, and the installation is incredibly clean.
Wow, that saves so much hassle.
It really does. And if that hardwired network ever glitches, it actually has seamless switching to Wi-Fi 6 to maintain a rock-solid connection as a backup.
Here's where it gets really interesting for me, though, because I'm looking at this price tag and I have to push back. Why couldn't I just buy a $300 iPad, slap a cheap plastic frame around it, mount it to the wall, and call it a day? I could buy like 6 of them for the price of one Kramer.
I mean, you absolutely could do that, but you'd immediately introduce massive physical and digital vulnerabilities into your building. A standard consumer tablet is incredibly easy to steal.
Oh, true. Someone could just rip it off the wall.
Exactly. The Kramer panel addresses this with highly flexible locking mounts designed to physically anchor the device to the wall. And those mounts are cleverly hidden, completely out of sight.
Wait, really?
Yeah, you literally can't see how to pull it off the wall unless you have the right security tools.
And what about the software side? Because consumer tablets are covered in physical volume and power buttons.
Which is exactly why Kramer uses hidden control buttons. An unauthorized user can't just walk up, force quit the room software, or tamper with the device settings. The software environment is entirely restricted.
Okay. And I guess that physical security actually ties right into another feature, the built-in 13-megapixel camera. In a sensitive corporate environment, having a camera staring at you from the wall is usually a privacy nightmare.
It really is, yeah.
But Kramer added a physical red LED alert that lights up whenever the camera is actively recording or streaming, so you never have to guess if the room is watching you.
It's a small detail, but a crucial one for corporate privacy.
Definitely. So what does this all mean for you? Next time you walk into a crowded sports bar or sit down in a high-tech corporate boardroom and notice a sleek touchscreen mounted to the wall, you'll know it's not just an overpriced tablet.
You'll appreciate the hidden single cable infrastructure, the lockdown physical security, and the raw processing power required to keep that room running flawlessly every single second of the day.
Well said.
And honestly, it leaves you with a really fascinating question to mull over. When we have wall-mounted devices packing 6 core processors and high-res cameras just to control a room, at what point does that panel stop being a passive remote and start becoming an autonomous, intelligent manager of the room itself?